Powering on. Mic on.
Well, how's it going? We are being back live. Yes, we're in a different location, but that's okay. Because it's still the elf. And the game's frozen. Game's fucking frozen. Right. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm here to do a fucking stream, but you're telling me the game froze on me? As I start streaming, you piece of shit game. But let's go back to initializing stream again. Oh yeah, what's that Humble Bundle today? Okay, hopefully this will work this time. I loaded up fast this time. Oh, level up.
Of course. As you desire.
Now this ain't your You battle Konari!
It's your time to die!
So I shall.
Here we go!
Wow. All those wolves for that one little girl. I mean, she's ginger, so it could be that little boy. Retreat! Now attack.
Delighted.
Press the fire.
Hey now!
Oh, this should be good.
And
Delightful.
how's that? Yes!
Let's go.
As you wish.
Yeah, this is like so much like a Dungeons and Dragons game. I'm gonna create this character in the Dungeons and Dragons game. He's not gonna have a name. It's most likely gonna be an NPC. It's gonna be a reference when I'm making a Dungeons and Dragons video guide when I'm dungeon mastering, and if you can guess where it came from, good job. Naked elf boy, yippee!
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast
Done his
and the
work.
stars stood still. All was
Shut the fuck up. Yeah! Oh man. You're so cool, man. Look at that. You're free, man. So do I need to do anything here other than this fucking leave? Like a goddamn pro? Well, there's actually some other things to do. Oh, shit.
Of course.
Wow, it's 25 silver. So he killed me and had 25 silver. How much fucking bounty do I have on my head? Where am I? Lothering. So I got the Liana. Alright, so we got Liana. And Stan, who's Dan or Steph. Yeah, pretty much finished. Blood Beach?
All right.
I am gonna be the very best, like that no one ever was. Dun, 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 no one like the dust.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. That's what I'm here for. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick at your... I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Wonderful. Thank the gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
So his boy's actually attractive.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform.
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Oh, keeper, the ways of my...
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please. I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. Our kingdoms once spanned the length of... They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell. But we were talking about how I ended up. One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost Tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold. That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. I thank the... Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? I hear that Tyr Loghain... Thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. I'm sure you'll be...
Bogan's wares! We have anything you need for...
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to... But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for... But poor Duncan's... Well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden. So King Arland banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was... And our but Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that. I ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Soldier's Peak is strategic. He also hoped to recover lost warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up. Darkspawn surfaced in Duncan, but he never had the chance. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume I'll... What do you wish of me? If you must. You are very cute to ask so many. And I am... My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. 'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. You do not know. It may even be true. Still, I will note that enough of...
God damn it. Plymouth.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
I am impressed. My thanks. Do you expect me to carry this for you?
Great. Super. Thanks.
You're right. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coin? But poor Duncan's. So King Arland back. But Dryden's are tough. Our family's only crime was God. It won't restore our land or our title. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim. So he also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful in...
I am impressed. My thanks.
Let's see.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe... Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Yes, I suppose you must have. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to... I'd like that.
Let's show you. No, let's give it. There we go. We got a lot of money now. This is great. The naked man, elf boy.
If there's anything I can... I'm sure...
Tomb of Arcane Detonate. See, should be a bard ranger.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm...
.6 damage.
You and your friends are formidable. I'm...
Let's see. So that's 1.46, right? No, that's more than. Let's see. Let's talk to Sin.
You are not... That is unexpected. You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually. I was sent to be the eyes of the Antom. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here. Yes. Never. I cannot go home. It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. As you...
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this. In it, I stood, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was when I woke. I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugly. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. In my dream, there are so many good things in the Maker's world. Is still, I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I... They said, I know.
Okay, let's move on. Oh boy. Necrophilia.
Oh, why, you little...
Oh, you're so funny. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. And don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll...
Ah, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed.
That dog's really wonderful. As,
Yes.
I'll take a row
Indeed.
in the mage.
Indeed.
Except for the fucking this fucking bitch.
Blood
Yes.
and
No, I'm
damnation.
gonna take that. I should take the dog.
And here we are. Soul Maker's breath. Look, I told you the map would get us through the tunnels. I wasn't lost, it's just... Bah! So, this place has the stench of death.
Soldier's Peak.
There's more up ahead.
I'm just like a naked guy walking in Cove Mountains.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too. How's that possible? This place truly is haunted. Yes, Warden.
Now, what's all this?
Let's see!
Run while you can! It's your time to die!
Finest scene of carnage I've yet to see! A bit more dying, please.
Your drooling and saving
And so I shall. Delighted.
Another battle, I see.
I have silenced it.
That dress you're wearing, it really suits you.
As you desire.
Let's shed some blood. That's it.
Delighted.
So wait.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you.
And so I shall.
The situation is grim.
Captain Mello, Black Ferret, Chethro Lopez. Oh my god, it's like Captain Mello and the Black Ferret. So I guess now where did I fucking put my drink? Oh, it's a bit closer. I guess Captain Mello, the Black Ferret. I believe he's probably like maybe of like color black, but he's probably moved as a ferret. Chethro Lopez, who probably just throws chairs at the enemy. It's like, fuck, my weapon's broken. Start throwing chairs. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah. David the Silent never speaks. Dustin the colorblind, pointing can't see colors. Pharaoh the Pharaoh. So I guess he fights really dirty. Langley the Nefarious, so he's probably like a bit sneaky. Lucky, no Lucky. File Priest. Sergeant Red Ransom. Science Khmer, Ferrer Eric. Violet Violet. We guys,
Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. That we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
Press the fire.
Let us end
So I
this!
shall.
Oh, this should be good.
It is too much.
Let's be silent now. No, what's all of this?
What did you? Just die already!
Of course.
What does this helmet look like? No. I'm thinking about keeping that helmet on at all times. I can't take that helmet off. This is my default helmet. There's like a plague on my helmet. This is my sin, I must bear my mask. This is my trophy, I must bear my mask.
They won't hear a thing.
This is my time.
Begin the onslaught.
Of course.
You cannot win.
Use your anger!
Anon isam kyun!
It should not have taken as long as it did.
All right.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by while...
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned. We could only hope.
Oh, they did kill the demons out here.
As you desire. And so I shall. Of course.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep, Obrasoth, Sithan, Net Bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli, E, Benfotos, Victos!
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
You dare the tiger!
As you desire.
Let's go! You asked for it!
I should win the trophy! I can't go on at this absurd pace.
Of course. All right.
You cannot win!
Delighted. Let's be silent now. Of course. And so I shall.
What's this? Ugh, so much blood, and all of it mine. I can barely stand. This is terrible.
And so I shall.
Now this is just too much. I cannot. Now this is just too much.
Okay.
I won't hear a thing.
I guess.
You could have just given up, you know.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew. I believed that my family... But aunts...
Rage demon. Oh, pardon me.
Delighted. As you desire.
Begin the onslaught!
We go to combat! I should like to crush! Right there!
Glorious again!
Another vanquished.
And so I shall. All right.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you. This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
The Kyun is quite clear in matters of demons. Destroy them quickly, efficiently. Enough talk.
Deal with me now, warrior, and you will thwart many of my kind. This one will explain. The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons, no more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world. This one will roam, this one will see, this one will feed. But without me, the veil will grow weaker. More demons, more misery. You choose just one of my kind, or many. The magics, all moving things, the very stone if you have the power. Something inside keeps my kind locked away. This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken. Yes.
Warden, my family's been looking for answers for us, but not like this. I'll support your...
Agreed. Any questions Levy has of the Dryden will be answered. You only must destroy. For your purpose, there is nothing more you need. The Levy gets his questions answered. You get nothing more. Good.
I would watch out were I you. See there? That's a trap. Of course. So I shall.
It is enough.
The unnatural are always so bothersome. Of course.
Back!
Of course.
You will not fear me!
Off we go to combat!
Is your time to die?
And so I shall.
That's a lot of blood.
Drink the file contents. Did have this.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance? Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent? To what questions, I wonder? Ask. The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth... Do you have any proof that...
The boy who braved the mists. Ha 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 ha! And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. You're brave. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full. But proof? There's none to be had.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
To blood? But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has the Warden. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more. Oh, search my labs, the answers are in there. So be it. If justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with. You are wise. We must go to the great... There will be...
As you desire.
As you desire.
Of course. As you desire.
He lives! You were supposed to kill him!
Ah, the architect of... And what?
Treacherous Wardens, at every turn! This one will crush you! You are a This one...
I'm finished.
This one...
Help me now, Warden!
Now, what's all this? And so I shall.
Yeah, and that too! Push you behind the carnage I've yet to see!
Quick! With so few of her minions to but we must act. The veil must be closed. I...
If you must!
I can break your
Tis too easy.
Fotus
Maker!
That should not have taken as long as it did.
Now I'm all lightheaded.
What was done is undone.
A finer scene of carnage I've yet to see!
So what of me? Will you leave me to experiment in peace? Another bit.
You've done it. A good thing you took care of that Averna. Common folk should never hear of that. But there was no proof to redeem my family. Well, for so long, I think I would have been better. Enough of that. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again. It is. You're gathering an army, after all. The fortress may do some good with that. You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair... My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the people... Whatever the Drydens have to offer, I'll use...
Looks like we're done here.
Father!
Oh, cool. Does what? God damn it. Come on, you know you want the God damn it, I need to go.
Yes.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up a bit, too. Well, yeah.
Delighted. All right.
So I killed the warden, I killed the Sophia, right? Time to leave this place.
Of course.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lost Tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount. You and your friends are full. I'm sure.
Yes.
Indeed. I await your command.
Once the Dryden's were strong. We will be again one day.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else. I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing, even if the truth is Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something. We've a big family. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right? Certain.
You? You're the war. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount. I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong. Indeed, I learned, give me the finest metals and materials.
I would watch out where I go. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where I go. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where I go. Let's be silent. See there? That's a trap.
Just die
I would watch
already.
out where I go. Right. See there? That's a trap. And so I shall. The light. They won't hear a thing.
There we go. There we go, everyone. We're back, and I decided to install some mods. That's why I got my dog companion. To be fair, I think the dog should be by itself anyway. Let's talk to this guy.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off. Oh, no, I sent my elf to do that. I mean, I sent my helper, Taran. No, allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was... Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh. Of all the other things that went wrong, it's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, nothing. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in the village, even if I could get down. That's not such an issue for adventurous type. The dwarf, so long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem, but hence the low price. Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Maybe you could look up the fellow. Best of luck.
Yes, I will gather my party and head down to the glorious golem. Ah, great, more fighting.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
What? The fuck? The crater, yeah.
All right.
Wait.
As it did.
1 second, I'm gonna charge up my phone, but what's that Easter egg to Batman? Yeah, I thought so. It was an Easter egg to the thing.
What now?
The only problem is I can't change my party unless I'm on camp. That's the only downside about using the you literally only have the characters that you want to fight. Then we want to add barbarians.
Maker!
Then I have Right, I need to find a key. Barrel. Damn. I need to find some good weapons though. That's right. Where's Sten? Dragon armor. Oh, cool. Damn right. Look how cool looking I'm doing. I'm a rogue dueling like goddamn giant swords. Ooh. Think it crashed. Okay. So using stealth crashed the game. Interesting. 1 second, I'll be back, just relaunching it.
Let's be silent now.
Okay. There we go.
All right. And so I shall.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Okay, go with you now.
The light.
You will learn to fear
Delighted.
So be it.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time.
Let's see.
and you shall pay. Now we
rest for just a moment.
It is too much. Parcera.
As you desire.
Parcera.
What we are looking at is a golem. It would appear it is defunct.
So that's what Olgoth. Olgoth? Village of Umbra. Hanleaf? Well,
And so I shall. And so I shall. So I shall. And how's that?
Let us end
And so I shall. And so I shall.
Another battle, I see.
It is done. Let's be silent now.
Crossblood!
it is done.
All right. As you desire.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us? A Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking. A merchant? Why would a merchant... Oh. Think I see. This is about Shale, isn't it? I should have known.
Oh, this is making me dizzy. Thank you.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance! My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now. My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to... Look, I'll tell you the command phrase. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you? There are defenses my father put. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down. I can't leave here until I know for... You will! My father's laboratory is...
And so I shall. As you desire.
Katara Buzz!
As you desire. All right. As you desire.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting. Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
course she's a cat.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how. I am a cat. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend. I have done nothing. I cannot leave this chamber. No. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever. That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong? Thank you. The mage's wards hold me with...
Oh, this is... I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so...
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
No!
You will not take the child from me.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be in trees? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Father? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty... I can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be...
I would not suggest leaving in such hot...
No!
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. Oh.
That's...
I have... Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return... Mortals often allow... If the father hopes to see his Amalia alive and unharmed... Thank you. You are... The mage's wards hold me with...
Oh! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Fucking idiots.
I like it when Kitty... Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
As you desire.
You will learn to fear me.
And so I shall.
Now this is more like it.
Of course.
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back? A slight problem? What manner of slight problem? What? No, no, no! This will do night. This one was most accommodating. In thanks, I offer you the true phrase for the golem, easily plucked from this mind. Doolan. Run along, little.
No!
Try that again! Off we go to combat!
It is too much.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Oh, look, someone's come to play. Anyway, you should...
I would not suggest leaving. Talking is simple enough. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. It seems... Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Mortal, if the father hopes to... Thank you. The mages...
Oh, I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. I like it when Kitty sings to me. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
As you desire. Delighted. Of course. Delighted.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
So that's how you do it.
Delighted.
Fucking hell. Come over here. You're gonna fucking
And so I shall.
Kitty is my best friend.
And so I shall. Of course. And so I shall.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Delighted. Of course. And so I shall. As you desire.
Tell me a story.
Of course. All right. And so I shall.
Oh, it's
of course.
a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
All right.
Yes, I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us. Betrayal! You will not take the
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Okay, thank God. So that's how you do it.
I am your
An order.
It is too much.
Very well.
Yes. A wonderful thing, my dear. Betrayal!
Kitty!
And so I shall. All right.
Can be cut down.
Just so you know.
That
As
was a
you
most
desire.
difficult battle.
Yay! Finally.
And so I shall. As you desire. All right. Here we go! You could have just given up, you know.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han, if you still want that bloody thing. Now we should go, and quickly!
Delighted.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical. It thinks these crystals are simply for I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for,
And the villagers had no idea.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful.
Another man. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead? Some got away, then. How unfortunate. Perhaps I may have forgotten. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must. I see the control. Go on, order me to do something. And, I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken. I don't know. I thought the rod simply was. It certainly worked well enough to react. I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means it is simply... What should I do? I have no memory. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me? I see. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? Good point. Better it...
I will follow it about, then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way. This should be interesting.
Vashaden.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't have better things to do. Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. Clever and true. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager. He possessed my control rod, and back then it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then... Oh, ho, ho. And then the villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along. In fact, at first, for so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get the gall! At first I'd hoped. I think I was ready. Whatever the... And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it has nothing to fear. The things that it... Let us get...
Ah, so that's a fucking... Having this guy with me. Why did they got rid of fucking... Instead of getting rid of the warrior, I got rid of the goddamn mage. Ooh, yeah. He could be specialized. Oh, fuck, that was funny. What? Oh man, this is gone. No. What was the place I went to? Drawing in a hurry.
Haha, they're all so eager to die, aren't they? Let's be silent now. As you desire.
This is a waste of time.
I have silenced it, and so I shall. As you desire.
You will be stopped. It will hurt.
Whew. Now I'm all lightheaded.
All right.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man. You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter. You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison, and I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar. I know, even had Logain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Cailan, for all his bravado, knew there would be... The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens. The Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be...
Why am I not surprised? Is there someone else we should be bringing back?
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there. I hope not. The key's behind a loose stone.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that...
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall... And if you happen to find Cailan's body...
if there's anything I can do for you, I'm sure.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too... It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do? I think it should find some more as soon as possible.
I guess Cheryl's a female?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna
Yes.
bring him along.
Pigeon crab.
Indeed. Of all the...
Yes. One more crash for my amusement.
Got to hand it to the Darkspawn. They sure know how to make a place feel desolate and full.
I know where we are. Oh, he said.
They won't hear a thing.
Smell.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but it's clearly Kalen's. There can be no doubt.
As you desire. So I shall.
Maker, run in fear.
Of course.
Hey now!
Prepare to be crushed.
Must rest for just a moment.
I think this was made for. That's up 10. Kettles. I'm surprised that
All
it's
right.
actually the wild.
Of course. Time for more Darkspawn, I see. So I
What's this?
So I shall. As you desire. Of course.
All right. Are we done yet?
And so I shall.
Judging by these documents, it's a pity we hadn't placed more trust in Orlais and less in the king's own father-in-law.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time. Delighted. Of course.
Let's end this quickly.
As you desire.
Ha! Here we go!
I would watch out were I you.
It's your time to die!
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time.
Time to end It's too much.
You could have just given up, you know. Direct me. Delighted. Such talent!
I'm
of course Shame about the face! course. All right. Of course. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where I use it.
I am hurt.
Just die already! Feel that?
I guess. Guess what? We're gonna die here.
Off I go.
All right. Injured, as in me, as in now, and that too.
Relax.
Of course.
Easy.
Hurts.
Time for more Darkspawn, I see.
Here we go! Such talent! There you go! I should like a trophy!
As you desire.
Run in fear!
You said that right. My dog's named Necrophilia.
I would watch out.
Grey Waters!
See there? That's a trap.
Wipe them out.
I would watch out where I use it. As you desire. All right. So I shall. What a shame. As you desire. All right. As you desire.
It's too much.
And so I shall.
Here we go! Aha! What to do? Come, let's shed some blood!
Now we get our hands dirty.
As you desire.
Tis a good day.
See there? That's a trap. I would watch out were I you.
Any pieces left? Two more items. But I have sadly called this quits. Sadly, I gotta go do some things, gotta make something. Yeah.